For as long as I can remember talking about the MCU, there's always one particular character that gets brought up when you start talking about Thor. In any conversation regarding the future of the series, where we'd want to see things go, and what characters we would want to see, Beta Ray Bill always seems to be brought up in that conversation. Quite clearly a huge fan favorite that at some point people wanted to see in the MCU. Now, of course, there were all those Easter eggs that turned out not to be true regarding Beta Ray Bill actually being in the Collector's Vault in Guardians of the Galaxy. But other than that, we haven't seen him quite yet, and I don't think we're going to see him anytime soon. Now, there is of course a nod to him as a form of an Easter egg in Thor Ragnarok. When we see the Grandmaster's Tower, we can see that he was one of the champions of the arena. Now, what happened to him since then, that's up to anybody to guess, and maybe they'll explain this in some movie down the road, or maybe not, maybe it's just a nice fun little Easter egg, but there was an actual time where they were going to include him in the movie. Kevin Feige, Marvel's president, actually got to talk a little bit about that, and here's what he had to say. There was a Beta Ray Bill, but it was so quick that you would have the same complaints that you have now. He was in it a little bit more, and it just didn't do justice. And the feeling is, if you can't do it justice, do it later. So just by honestly reading that, you can tell that they quite clearly wanted to finally get him in there, but like he says, it just would not have done him justice. So what I'm taking away from this is the fact that they probably wanted to make him a more important character, but then that would have gotten in the way of the film. And as he says, we'll do it right eventually down the road. So they're probably going to use the character. When or where, we don't really know. Maybe it'll be Avengers 4, maybe it'll be one of the Guardians movies or a spin-off movie or something like that they could possibly use him in, which I honestly think would be great considering all the, requests for him. Well, at least among the big comic book fans. I don't know about the, everyday person that really wants him, considering they can't even tell you the difference between a Marvel and a DC movie, but hey, that's, other topics. But yeah, it does seem like we're going to get Beta Ray at some point down the road, and honestly, I'm excited. I want to see how they handle that and how they explain that, because I think it would be pretty cool.